welcome to Daddy, Dad and Me. We are an informative channel all about spreading the message and awareness of adoption, whether that's in the UK or worldwide. And our aim and our platform here is just to spread the awareness. So what you'll see from a lot of the videos is that we're talking about various different parts of the process, right from the very start and right into obviously our experience of coming right up to the adoption hearing. So it's a very much a warts and all channel. So what you see is what you get. These are just our views and opinions. Nothing is there to upset anybody. These are just our viewpoints, and we would really encourage people to get involved and to engage with us. We do love hearing from other people, whether that be on here, over on our Instagram, Twitter or Facebook. Any questions, please do email daddydadandme@gmail.com and we will come back to you as soon as we can. I'll go straight into the video because today is going to be a very serious video and just one that I feel that needs to be shared with everybody, whether you're an adopter, whether you're a parent, and whether you say you're just a human being. I just think it's something to be mindful of, and yeah, that's all I'll say. Come on through. So as I just said there, this is a video that I've wanted to make for some time. It comes from a good place. It's not there to make anyone feel bad. It's not there to pick out anybody. It's just being mindful. So as you'll see from the title, I've given this adoption language, and some people may be, what do you mean adoption language? I recently wrote a blog over on daddydadandme.com, and it came from a place of, and again, it's not a nasty place, but it's just educating people on how to talk to, it could be other parents, other adoptive parents, because as you'll see from just some of the things I'm going to say in this video, some of the language does hurt, and I don't necessarily sometimes I don't think it's meant in any way whatsoever, but it's just maybe a natural way for people to say it. But having been on the other end of that, it can be really hurtful. And I know some people will just say kind of let it slide, let it go on, but I'm the type of person that if I don't say it to anybody or don't say it to you, then you don't know. It just carries on. My thing with adoption is that we have to keep talking about adoption, and whether that's good, bad, ugly, indifferent or otherwise. So this is a video that I just want to put out there, my very honest views on it, and I will give you kind of a few scenarios here that have happened, and it's just, if you're ever in that situation, it's just to kind of stop and think before you speak, because even just, I'll say days ago, I had someone say something to me and it really upset me, and I don't think people can see that. Sometimes they feel because adoption is different, or something that they attach to, something being way in the past and a hidden thing, that they feel like they have reason to comment on it. And I'm up for all free speech and all that, but what I'm not down for is people being rude, people not being mindful and respectful of others. So I've got some notes here just because I've made a few, just so my mind is in the right place. When people ask, are you his real parent? Or where are his real parents? I am his, or we are his real parents. Yes, he has biological parents, but I am still a parent. I am a real parent. I'm not invisible. I'm not a made-up person. I am responsible for him, and we are responsible for him. So if something happens, we are responsible for that. As I said in one of the other videos, we share some form of legal responsibility, but we still have responsibility for for little man. And yeah, so it's just be mindful of that. I personally would never dream of saying to somebody what happened to his real parents, or are you his real parent? Yes, of course I am, because if I'm not, who am I? And what you will find with a lot of these is that it's not me left or us feeling uncomfortable. It's usually the other person, because they are either one, trying to dig themselves out of a hole they've just created, or they don't know how to get out of that situation. And the reason why I'm going to share what I will share is I don't want people to feel that, or to start digging that hole. Just be mindful of what you're saying. We are in 2021. Families are very different now, and you just never know anybody's personal situation. So just be mindful of it. And yeah, real parent, I mean, come on. What I would say is, if you're going to refer to a birth parent in what I'm deeming that someone say real parent, it's birth family or biological parent. I am a parent of little man. I am his parent now. We are his parents. We are daddy and papa. So yeah, just refer to them as biological parent or birth family or birth parents. It can be quite hurtful to people, if you just use that other terminology. So yeah, just be mindful of it. One recently, and I've got 2 words just here. I had someone, and I don't know why others feel the need to ask, especially if you're a man, with a little boy. But they seem to, I've been asked, I'd say definitely more than 10 times in the last 6-7 months. But, oh, where's mummy? She at work? Why does it matter? I know there's no malice meant or anything like it, and then it may just be just a general chit chat. But I do have to say, and I have said, oh no, like my husband's at home, like and it's like, and again, from what I'm saying about others being uncomfortable, is you can see that, oh my gosh. And I've had a few people. I had one at a doctor's surgery recently that I do mention in my blog that I wrote, and before you go in, because obviously due to COVID you can't sit in the GP surgery, you have to wait outside until it's safe to do so. And I don't know why she said this, but is mummy with you? And I said, no, he's at home, my husband. And she just laughed, or whether that's a nervous laughter or ground swallow me up laughter, I do not know, but that can make me feel like that. And I don't want little man, because he was directly there. He's going to start learning, and I have to hide my reaction. But yeah, I don't want my son to start picking up on language that other people are saying, because he is going to be different, for how other people will see it. But his world is entirely normal to us, and to him, to have us, that's now normal. That is his normal. So yeah, I don't know if it's because I am gay and because I'm now a parent that I perhaps may be more mindful. I don't know, but I would never kind of approach a female. Oh, where's daddy? And they could be a lesbian. You just don't know anybody's personal circumstance. And again, I'm not meaning this to be a bit of a rant, or that it may come across like it, but yeah, sometimes people in situations, they feel an automatic need or want to go like, where's mummy? It's kind of none of your business, if I'm honest. So yeah, just again, all I can say is just be mindful. That's the only thing I can cut to. I've had another one, the question I had here that I wrote down just when I was thinking about this video. What's happened to him? The only words I can say to you are none of your business, and that is all I will say. It is of none of your business whatsoever. If you look up on adoption, you know the reason why most kids have been taken away or removed from a birth family. I am not there to satisfy your need and your nosiness as to why. It may be an inquisitive thing, I don't know, but I'm never going to answer that question. That is not for you to know. There are people within our support network and our direct family that we have explained some of his story to, but that is for little man to find out himself, because he doesn't know his story yet. So why am I going to tell Joe Blogs down at number 32 what that is? So yeah, please don't ask that question. And one that I had here is, can you give him back if it doesn't work out? And in some ways I can understand why people say it, because I don't know personally, but I have heard of breakdown of adoption in some cases, and there are various reasons for that. But again, are you just going to go and tell somebody, even a mother that's just given birth, oh, you're going to give them all? no, it's none of your business as to why, and I can see why, but it's a very hurtful thing to say to somebody, and yeah, just don't say it. I just have a little bit of savvy about you, and yeah, be mindful of the questions you're going to ask somebody. Adoption in some ways can be very sensitive to some people, and I find it a very emotive subject, and that's why I said right at the very start of this video, this is just my views and opinions. I'm never the one that's left uncomfortable from what people have said to me. It's only when I correct them, I can 9 times out of 10 either see them going really red, they're totally embarrassed, or they want the ground to swallow them up. A lot of people are very receptive to it, so as soon as we start talking about us being a same-sex family, and I think it's almost people just kind of chill and calm down a little bit. And yeah, all I can say about this video is just be mindful of your terminology to birth parents, to us as his parents, or adoptive parents, and to the child themselves. It's just, we need to kind of get rid of this stigma attached to it, and there still are stigmas attached to it, and some people still feel it's a taboo subject, and it's changed so much since kind of time back then, and when adoption was never really spoken about. And this is why we have this platform. So I just wanted to come on and to share those thoughts with you. It has turned into a bit of a ramble, but it's coming from a very honest place. And if you're ever talking to somebody, and that could be a biological parent or an adoptive parent, just be mindful. You never know somebody's situation. I had it, and you'll see in the blog, where somebody was talking to somebody else, and the father of the child is actually in prison, but the child didn't know about it, and it just it can put some people in an uncomfortable situation, and just don't do it. And if someone wants to share that information with you, and I shared quite openly that little man was adopted by us, and that's not up for question, but it's how you then talk about it. And people are quite surprised, I suppose, when I do talk it and we both talk about it to people. So the more this video gets out there, the more people that understand about adoption language, and it just really comes down to just be respectful of one another, and if someone wants to share that with you, they will. If you have got any negative comments, obviously free speech and all that, but kind of keep it to yourself. But this is just my little ramble, and if you are watching, I hope you have found this informative in some way. I don't believe anyone would say anything to us about adoption to be spiteful, to be negative about it, but just think before you speak. And that's that. I'll see you next time. Bye.